That's pretty much what I can say about this. Just like a college student cramming for a last minute exam, you were able to pull it off. Congratulations, guys. Bravo. Bravo. Well done. WrestleMania's build is a given that it has been poor, it has been slow. They should have done this months ago. But like I said before the intro, like a college student for a last minute cram time, they literally had a cram session and put it all in where it counted. Now, starting off the show, we had the Stinger. We actually heard the Stinger's voice. We actually actually was like graced with a wonderful promo from this guy. And honestly, even though I'm not a big fan of Sting anymore, I have to admit it was a great promo. Not to mention Stephanie coming out with her little retort. I'm not gonna lie, Stephanie's probably one of the best female heels ever. I don't think anybody could ever top her being a female heel right now. But by far, her coming out and actually having like a little, back and forth banter with Sting was really interesting as well. Triple H is making this whole thing look one-sided. He's making the match look pretty one-sided, but you know he's going to bring it when it comes to the match of WrestleMania, which is one thing that kind of makes me very somewhat excited about the match. But either or, I'm going to go into my prediction video a little bit later, but I will say that throughout the entire show, we actually did have some decent matches. Very exciting Divas match. Great match at that. I am very interested to see how AJ Lee and Paige is going to turn out versus the Bella Twins. It actually is pretty good. People may say, oh yeah, Divas Tower yawn, but they put on a really great match. You got to admit they did. The interspecies match was just stupid because we all know that El Torito is just, it's just a little person with a mask. I mean, come on, he's not really a bull, guys. And having an interspecies match was just dumb. But I will admit, they actually did hype up the matches that really did count. Especially towards the end, where they gave us a little tidbit on how the Intercontinental match is going to turn out. Honestly, guys, I'm going to be real. If it could be either person. Like, it could be either Daniel Bryan or Dolph Ziggler or Dean Ambrose. I'll be straight. Seriously. Or Bad News Barrett. I'll be straight. There's a lot of people in the match to root for. And they really did a great job of hyping that match up. Because honestly, since we don't have Money in the Bank anymore, we got two matches where the mid-carders actually can shine. We got the IC match, as well, an IC ladder match at that, and also we have the 30-man Andre the Giant over the top battle royal. And I'm glad they're actually making this a thing. I really am. They're getting us excited for all these matches, and I really am excited for that. Even though Snoop Dogg making his appearance, don't get me wrong, I love me some Snoop. But no, like, there really was no significance in even having an actual guest host there. But you gotta admit, they're in Hollywood. That's something they were gonna do anyway. And we all know that Snoop is a fan, so I'm straight with that. But either or, guys, they really did a good job tonight. They really did a good job of hyping up all these matches. They did a good job. Oh my gosh. Brock Lesnar's promo was ridiculous. And I'm talking about the little vignette that he had before his actual promo with Paul Heyman. But I will say that with or without Paul Heyman, that guy is intimidating. And honestly, that was a great promo from a heel competitor. I enjoyed it. I really did. I am so hyped up about this Brock Lesnar match, but I'm really hoping I'm not going to be hyped up to be let down. But I didn't necessarily like the ending of the show, having like it was like a tug of war match, like two 5-year-olds saying, mine, mine, mine. I really kind of wanted Brock just to punch him in the face. I was waiting for like some touching to happen, like some like proof, and see whether or not Roman Reigns was even gonna make it. Because honestly, it's a mixed bag. It was a mixed bag all the way. We've had some interacting matches, especially with the guest referee match for the match between Dolph Ziggler and Daniel Bryan, with Dean Ambrose being chosen. Then we had the match with I didn't really care much for the match with Orton because honestly, as long as it wasn't Kane and Big Show, didn't care. But we ended up getting Stooges 2.0 and Seth Rollins. So either or, I didn't really care for that. But I really don't know how it ended because I kind of fell asleep. But either or, I'm hoping it didn't end that without anything cleanly. I doubt that because they're actually gonna have a match at WrestleMania. But I did find it interesting how Rusev kind of came out by himself with no Lana. But I know that he kind of had a bit of a tiff with Lana since she made the match in the first place. So honestly, it seems like Lana kind of ran her course, and Rusev is going to be talking on his own and be a lot more aggressive on his own, which is fine because he actually is. He's pretty good on the mic as well, pretty intimidating on the mic. So I'm fine with that. I really am. But you kind of miss, even though it was against Jack Swagger, his old opponent that I really believe should have beaten Rusev. It's kind of, and I wasn't really so much a fan of his character. But Zeb Coulter kind of made his character who he was. And it's kind of odd having him not out there. But either or, they really made him a beast with the fact that he never really let go of the accolade. And the fact that you had Jack Swagger pretty much dangling like his limp limbs everywhere. And here comes John Cena getting knocked out as well and him being in the accolade. Yeah, make John Cena look a lot weaker than he is. And here I am talking about John Cena, talking about him looking weak. But this is good for him. This really is great for his character, and actually it will hype up his character a little bit more for WrestleMania. I'm hoping it will be predictable as I think it would be. But like I said, that's for another prediction video at another time. But my overall thoughts is this. They did a really great job, even though it's last minute, they did a really great job hyping up WrestleMania 31 because they really needed to. They really need to build up the pay-per-view buys. They really need to build up the subscriptions to the network because a lot of people have dropped out lately. They really do need to hype up this pay-per-view, and it needs to be better than 30. I'm sorry, it's something that has to be done. It needs to be better than 30. They got no choice here. Seriously, they really don't. But either or, guys, I really think it was a great Raw. They did a really great job. This is the go-home show that's supposed to be a go-home show. Lately, go-home shows have just been a regular show of Raw. But this really felt like a go-home show, and it really felt like WrestleMania is coming near. So they really did a really great job at that. But guys, I want to hear your thoughts on this. Leave a comment on the comment section below or send me a video response on how you guys feel about tonight's Raw, whether or not you believe it actually felt like a go-home show, and what are your thoughts towards some of the matches. Either or, guys, I really think they did a great job, and they need to keep this up because they really do need to make this better than 30. But either or, guys, I want to hear your thoughts. It's Nancy Girl 30 signing off. Peace out. Later.